For today's cup of coffee, we're going to try to make this through the strip of land beside ours. They decided to bush hog just as we were coming out. So we've been sitting out here a minute. The kid is he's
20 minutes.
Yeah, really? I'm like, I can't, I'm just bored. I'm bored. And yeah, we're going to be talking about, over the next little bit, phobias and fear. And that goes along very much with paranormal and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter, rather than trying to encompass everything in one video, which I'm like, no.
Gonna make it into like a little series.
Yeah, a mini series. So I think that would be good.
We're gonna start with agoraphobia today.
We are. And agoraphobia, according to the American Psychological Association dictionary, because we've got to be official on this. Yeah, we can be official. And it says that it's an excessive, irrational fear of being in open or unfamiliar places, resulting in the avoidance of public situations from which escape may be difficult, such as standing in line or being in a crowd.
I do have that issue.
In DSM-4TR, agoraphobia may accompany panic disorder with agoraphobia, in which an individual experiences unexpected panic attacks, or it may occur in the absence of panic disorder, which is agoraphobia without history of panic disorder, when an individual fears panic-like symptoms or limited symptom attacks, but has not experienced full-blown panic attacks. In DSM-5, that's a psychological Bible for you all who don't know that, panic disorder and agoraphobia are treated as separate entities with separate criteria. Their combined presence is considered two diagnoses.
Interesting.
I thought it was interesting.
That is very interesting. And a lot of people, honestly, nowadays, they really do have agoraphobia.
Right.
And social anxiety, whatever else.
Well, by that definition, there are times that I experience agoraphobia.
Me too. Because anywhere that's like unfamiliar for me, it's like,
the unfamiliar is not the thing for me. It is when people crowd around me and that feeling of being trapped, which we will have to look and see what we will feature claustrophobia at some point. So there apparently is a clinical difference between the two. But, and within psychology, it's not an exact science, folks, in case you've never noticed. But the agoraphobia is another one of those things that, due to recent CUF mandates, recommendations, laws, all that stuff, it has hit a lot of people, and especially kids. And there was someone that I was speaking with several days ago, and small child, and this kid is literally terrified of going out and of touching people. I mean, kids touch other kids. They play, different things like that, and he is now petrified of that. So
Which
I
is
think
incredibly sad, because it's very natural for a kid to
Sure.
go out and play
Mm-hmm.
and just experience life basically unfiltered.
Right. And that you've got people that it may be under another name, but with the agoraphobia, you've got adults that have developed this.
Very much so.
I mean, it's not just that mental health concerns can occur as children. It very much can occur as adults.
Yeah.
And
It very can. It can be from trauma. It can just be from not going out of the house.
Sure. Traumatic events can totally change somebody's world and their view of the world. But with the agoraphobia, for a long time, and that helped me learn, like wide open spaces and fields and different things like that. That's what you think of as agoraphobia.
Mm-hmm.
But I had never thought of it as being, feeling like you were in some place just trapped. Oh, hell, I've had that for years.
Yeah.
And because people are still bad about clustering,
Oh my god.
and it's like, that's foolishness. Because never allow somebody that you don't know within striking distance, and that includes kicking distance of you. Because if you've got to respond and respond quickly, a foot can, a foot can kick you in the face, but a foot away from somebody can keep you from being kicked in the face.
Yeah. 6 feet.
Yeah.
6 feet.
Oh,
I was fine with the 6 feet apart.
I was fine with the 6 feet apart too.
6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple peeps.
Multiple peeps, repeats.
Peeps.
Yeah.
Peeps. People.
But it was
Dear
interesting
peeps.
because when they
Peepophobia.
implemented the mask thing, people thought it was okay to once again get in your personal space. Well, those of us with PTSD, no, don't get in my personal space. Those
No.
people that I know that I don't want in my personal space.
It's like, when I'm like just simply trying to get something from an aisle, I don't want someone stepping literally right on top of me.
Exactly.
It's like I already feel uncomfortable because I don't really like being out that much anyway, but like, I don't know you.
And it's like most of the
I
time,
don't
it's like
know,
I don't
yeah.
want to know you. So, maybe we do have this agoraphobia.
Oh, I know I do. Because like anywhere that's unknown, that I'm not used to, I'm like, no, don't want to do it unless I can go like with someone I know.
Sure.
Or I know for a fact no other people will be there, like, for example, like, simply ghost hunting or whatever, like, or urban exploring,
Right.
or, like, exploring abandoned houses. I would like someone to go with me still, but if I really wanted to go by myself, I would.
Not if you fall through the floor. You want somebody there. If you go in a dilapidated home that especially if they got a basement, if you fall through the floor,
Well,
you
that's
want
true,
somebody
that's just
there.
common sense.
That is not common anymore.
No,
No.
sadly. It's like
Yeah.
the girl opening a can of croissants with a can opener.
He did. He showed me that. That has nothing to do with agoraphobia. That has to do with just flat out stupid.
Tell me you have no life skills without telling me you have no life skills.
I mean,
I'll go
it was
first.
actually crescent rolls, the kind that you peel the paper off, take a spoon, put the spoon
Croissant.
at the seam, and it pops.
You peel the wrapper off and you bang it on the counter.
Well, you can do that too. But she actually took a can opener to I don't know. And there are people out there. I don't know that agoraphobia is a bad thing in today's world. I really don't. I just have low tolerance for stupid.
I want to get a can of croissants just to do that. I don't even eat croissants.
Well, that was like the time, and I don't know if it was a joke
Oh,
or if it really happened. But this lady, and she lived in an environment where it was really hot, and she had gone grocery shopping, and apparently she must have been in an urban area also, and she heard a pop, and that it hit her in the back of the head, and she put her hand there and kept driving and drove home or whatever, because she was convinced that she had been shot and was holding her brains in. And what it was that she had canned biscuits. They had exploded. One of the biscuits had hit her in the back of the head. And, that's a little delusion there.
A little bit. If you did not hear glass breaking.
Well, it's just, if she didn't feel her head
Bleeding.
suddenly go forward, I think that the force of a gunshot would have been a little more than being hit in the back of the head with a biscuit.
That's true.
But a lot of people don't know. They don't think. And even
Well, who
with,
thinks of a can of biscuits exploding anyway?
well, anybody that's got some sense and understands how heat works,
You put it in the fucking trunk.
You've got product that is in a confined tube container. You put it that expands with heat. That's what biscuits do.
Yeah.
So if you've got
yeast in it.
heat in, where the product is, it would stand to reason that it's going to burst the container.
Exactly. Oh, I want some biscuits and gravy now.
Well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow. So, with the agoraphobia, have you all had issues with it? With or without coof?
Tell us in the comments below.
If there are other phobias that you would like for us to explore, because there's tons of them. Oh, there goes the bush hog. And I was hoping we would make it through.
He's getting off of it.
Well, yeah, but it's noise. If there are specific phobias that you would like to discuss with us, send me an email. If you know people with phobias, I think everybody has something. Everybody's got their something. But what are your observations of people? How has the agoraphobia affected you? Or how has, the way that the world has become horrifying? Not fun, spoopy, scary, but truly horrifying. Yeah, let us know. And if you have any kind
of... What
of...
phobias do you have?
Right. If you have had any paranormal or supernatural experiences, if you've had encounters with UFOs or aliens, cryptids, we're still waiting on Kid to do the research on the Wendigo.
I haven't felt good, so I'm sorry.
So, also as far as alternate realities, with or without substances, or anything else that's odd. Kid is over here stomping his foot right at the end.
I was trying to kill a fly.
Okay. Anyhow, send those things to us at cupofcoffeewithscream at gmail.com. Should I do it again since the vehicle decided to come up the road? Email me at cupofcoffeewithscream at gmail.com. And you all have a beautiful, blessed, tractorless day.
Bye. Don't get squished.